NFL memes to make the playoffs. I know this isn't a meme, but I just do want to talk about this. Where is your poverty franchise? I think the biggest shocker is here. New England is almost guaranteed, while Kansas City is just barely better than a coin toss. Over in the NFC, there are 4 teams with 0%. And technically, Minnesota can still make it. Why don't we start with professional woman respecter Stephon Diggs? Diggs tossed the ball to a cheerleader the same day that Cardi B gave birth to their child? They have a child? Oh, come on. As if tossing a ball to a cheerleader is a crowd. What did he have sex with? What are we talking about? MM failed No Nut November to Drake May. Listen, that's actually pretty understandable. That's completely understandable, actually. You just got Drake made by Drake May. Diggs searching for his 15th baby mama mid-game. He's too horny to be left alive. True. I feel like this every day. I feel like this every day of my life. I feel like I'm too horny to be left alive. Shit. Witnessing another Patriots dynasty just 5 years after the last one ended. Basically. Adonai Mitchell went off in his Jets debut after being traded for some. Oh, he went. I didn't realize he went off. Ooh. An Adonai Mitchell catch? This is ghetto Gronk. This is all lowlights, isn't it? Yikes. I mean, okay, it is Justin Fields, but yeah, I mean, these should all kind of be caught. Maybe the Colts knew exactly what they were doing. No, I can't say that, dude. It's literally the first game. Justin Fields, here, catch. Adonai Mitchell. Oh, I love this clip. I love watching a little kid just get bonked out, dude. Nothing I hate more than like a 3 to 6 year old child. At ages like, okay, do you know what I'm talking about? When they're a literal infant, it's like, okay, that's pretty cute. That thing is really stupid and it requires me to live. And then when they hit like age 13 and up, they're kind of sick. Like, I feel like at the age of 13 is when I started to, like, my brain actually kind of worked. I was conscious of things, and I started to get pretty good at sports, and that's when my life started to become, like, a conscious act of my decisions. But ages, like, 3 to 8, when you're just this, like, screaming ball of shit, and all they do is make noise and just piss me off, I love the videos where they cry. Is that a horrible thing to say? But dude, straight up watching this clip, I'm like, yeah, buddy, start crying. I know he was busy making a fuss at that table for the last 12 straight minutes. NFL season's been a blast. We've got NBA basketball, and with all of it, my sponsor Underdog's got you covered. Right now is a huge deal. If you're new to Underdog and you use promo code MMG, you'll get $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 entry. And it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Here's how it works. You just pick higher or lower on 2 or more player stats. And you're in the game with a shot to win up to 5,000x your entry. And you can make picks in most states right now. There's a map on screen, but that includes Missouri, Georgia, and Texas. Remember, that's code MMG. Enjoy the rest of the video. Also, this is such a random side note, but can I just sidebar here? You guys ever heard those girls that they talk like this? Oh my god! And they just do that shit. And it's like, that's not your real voice. And there's no way you talk like that. Like, you have to actively be changing the inflection of your voice to be that obnoxious. And for some reason, that's interesting to you. I was at a coffee shop in California. A lot of California girls talk like this. Got my noise-canceling headphones on, and piercing through the veil of my noise-canceling headphones is like 2 30-ish-year-old women, Botox, lip filler, the whole shebang. They see each other for probably the first time in 2 days. Oh my god, you look so fucking good. And do you know what I did? My noise canceling was so high, and I was so not paying attention. I'm staring at my computer screen, and I say to myself, I go, oh my god, like mocking them, except I said it out loud. So I look up from my laptop, and they're both staring at me, and they're saying something, but now they're just talking in a regular voice, and I can't hear them, so I pull my thing off, and she goes, I'm sorry, were we too loud? And I was like, what? And she goes, were we too loud? I go, what? Because I didn't realize I had openly mocked them to their face. In the back of my head, I'm so embarrassed. And, you know, it was rude. Like, I shouldn't have done that. But Also, I feel like I may have changed their lives for the better. Some people call me a good Samaritan. Some people call me, you know, the greatest man who ever lived. Like, I'm not trying to go that far, but that had nothing to do with anything. But this is my second channel, and I don't give a fuck what you think about it. Rules: no blushing, no smiling, no looking away. I bet $1 million it's Drake May. This has to be a Drake May edit. Oh my God, how did this occur so quickly? I think all the Boston fans were just desperately waiting for the next guy to glaze, because the last couple years, there's been no one to properly glaze. They were glazing Mac Jones over there, and he was not playing well at all. Time is a flat circle. Oh my God, stop. Why did I actually smile on slide A? I mean, I guess I did too. I broke the rules. The Patriots going from Tom Brady to Drake May. Let's not sleep on the fact that Mike Vrabel's an amazing head coach, too. I think Mike Vrabel's doing a really good job. You killed the man, but not the idea. Justin Fields, it might be time to get that podcast equipment. Justin Fields, 48 fumbles since 2021. Wow, that's a crazy stat. He has the most fumbles since 2021. I mean, that's partially like he's been sacked a lot, and he's always had shitty O-line, but also he's a running quarterback, and also he's ass. So yeah, it's a perfect storm. Me pretending to be a Make-A-Wish kid so I can meet Justin Fields. For those of you who didn't watch Breaking Bad, I know you didn't laugh as early as I did. Travion Henderson, 5 touchdowns in the last 5 days. That's my fantasy GOAT. That's my fantasy GOAT. That's my fantasy GOAT. Ramondre Stevenson trying to get his running back 1 job back from Travion Henderson.
No, you stay here. I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge? Dude, why was Ramondre Stevenson ever the starting running back? Ramondre Stevenson has always been mid. He straight up is, to me, one of the worst starting running backs in the league. Am I being a hater? Probably. Yeah, I'm being a hater. You know what? I'm just going to stop coping, and I'm just going to start admitting when I'm being a hater. Mike Vrabel in Week 10 realizing Travion Henderson is pretty good at football. Oh. That's why we drafted him. Oh, MM lost in fantasy this week. He said MM lost in fantasy this week. I beat my best friend 160 to 130, and I had the #1. I was the highest scorer of the week this week. And that was with Romo Dunze having 6 points and Dallas Goedert having 4 and Devonta Smith having 2. God, that Eagles-Lions game sucked. I dropped 160 with those bums in there. Although, admittedly, nobody on my bench would have been better. The only substitution I could have made was Jordan Addison for Devonta Smith, and that would have given me like 8 more points. I started my best lineup. Josh Allen had 45, Bijan had 30, Travion had 32. Between those 3 guys, I had 100 points alone. It was a hell of a week in fantasy. Tom Brady reveals that he cloned his dog Lua that died in 2023 to create his current dog Junie. Using a blood sample taken from Lua before her death, Brady worked with Colossal Biosciences, a biotech company, to recreate her. My animals mean the world to me. The future is upon us. I mean, it's hard to say how true this story is because we're reading an Instagram post made by Ghetto Gronk, so like, who knows how real that is. The future is fucking crazy. Cloning, the idea of cloning somebody or like recreating a person or even an animal or even a vegetable using the DNA. Ooh, isn't that just creepy? I know Tom Brady cloned himself to create. I just can't prove it. I just can't prove it. Drake May is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL right now. Frankly, anybody who plays for a Boston sports team or a Philadelphia sports team is going to be criminally overrated because their fan bases are psychotic freaks who do shit like this. Just kidding. Like, I love Drake May. I think Drake May's playing amazing. But like, dude, give it until next year, and people will never shut up about Drake May. Whether the Patriots do well or not, he will continue to be insanely overrated. It's crazy. It'll be Jalen Hurts 2.0. Remember when people liked Jalen Hurts? And now everybody's like tush-push merchant. He's not even elite. He's a horrible quarterback. You know how we've gotten to this point? That's Drake May's future. Tom Brady definitely cloned himself. Tom Brady got more plastic surgery than Kim Kardashian, I'm pretty sure. You gotta love seeing the first ever photos of Tom Brady and then seeing Tom Brady now. And like, people be like, oh, you know, that's just Tom Brady glue up. Dude, he just glowed up, bro. You can't. That's not what glowing up is, bro. You don't get to facially reconstruct your fucking jawline because you got older. I think of that every time. Every time I see Tom Brady, my eyeballs are like, you got work done in so many places that I can't even pinpoint it. He just glowed up, you guys. You ever just glow up so hard that the entire structure of your face changes? You ever just glow up so hard that you have a better hairline at 40 than you did at 20? You ever just, y'all ever just be glowing up that hard? Jets owner Woody Johnson, name appeared in the newly, shut up. Jeffrey, please help me here. Is she a hooker? Worse? Careful, she is not trustworthy. I'm seeing a little bit. I think it'll turn to romance. I'm a bit old and not tall enough, she seems. It came through Woody and Suzanne Johnson because she bundled. There is, okay. Is this a ghetto Gronk meme? I wouldn't put anything past an ultra gazillion bazillionaire like Woody Johnson. This isn't real, right? Woody Johnson appears in the newly released Epstein emails. The emails reveal a connection but do not contain allegations of criminal wrongdoing. Oh my God, that's real. I do think it is important to mention that point though. Like, I'm not gonna get political because I don't give a shit. It really is important to say that just because you are in these emails doesn't make you some like horrible person. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say Woody Johnson did some crazy out of this world stuff just because he appeared in the emails. But I can tell you this, that's the last person's emails I want to be in. Dude, what if we start digging in the emails and it's just like, it's just all MMG. Every single one of these guys is just watching Wheel of Mutt every single week. What if though? What if though? Maybe that's why I clap so many cheeks. Maybe that's why I'm 5'9" and I still got it. Maybe, who knows? When my life-size inflatable Drake May doll finally arrives, should I even watch this?
There are certain things I'm not permitted to do because they're considered human rights violations. Fortunately, you're not human.
What movie is this from? Well, like, hey, that's like all that, that's like what they say. You just got Drake made by Drake May. Drake Lee, Drake Lee May. Henderson did everything today, my God. He may be the reason I will lose in fantasy this week. MM groped me in the 3rd grade? MM, you're welcome. You know how many ladies would love to be groped? I'm not finishing that sentence. Drake May owns the Lions? We didn't even play you. And if we did play the Patriots, we would shit on them. Put me in the next vid. I got you, goat. The field shit is getting old, dude blows. Well, that's actually exactly why the memes about Fields are not getting old, is because he continues to blow. Justin Fields decided to go out there, throw 400 yards and 4 touchdowns and be a different set of meme slides. Those jerseys are so tough. Also, Golf is a bum. I don't disagree with you after that last game. It looked like shit. Oh boy, you just knew. Dude, after Shedeur Sanders gets put in. So, Browns-Ravens, the Browns are winning against the Lamar Jackson Ravens, and then Dylan Gabriel gets injured. So, guess who's left? The only other quarterback on the roster now, technically. I mean, Deshaun Watson is still, like, technically on the team, right? So what if Shedeur gets injured? Do they gotta throw in Deshaun and just get booed into infinity? I don't know. Shedeur Sanders' NFL debut was perfect timing. 4 for 16, 6 net passing yards, 0 touchdowns and interception, and a 13.5 passer rating. Okay. Before this gets really brutal, I'm just gonna set up all the excuses. Number 1, Browns are ass. Go ahead and put Drake May on that team. He's gonna look like shit. Go ahead and put prime Tom Brady in there. Number 2, Shedeur has never had a single rep with the starters. Is that a very good excuse? Not really. Number 3, I think the most important thing, Shedeur Sanders is a 4th round quarterback, 5th round quarterback. He's not supposed to be good. The only reason anybody ever cared about this Shedeur Sanders nonsense is because the media wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. He's a 5th round quarterback. You know why? Because he's not super highly touted and super good. He has potential to be great, but he ain't a 1st rounder or a 2nd rounder or a 3rd rounder, and he played exactly like it. There's all my excuses for Shedeur Sanders. Now, let's go ahead with the memes. Browns fans, Dylan Gabriel sucks. We want Shedeur.
Fuck. Oh, that's way worse.
That's way worse. Dude, I gotta find the guy. You guys remember my hot takes video? This guy on the hot takes video was like, the Browns are only struggling because they haven't started Shedeur yet. If Shedeur Sanders would start, then he just went on this big fucking thing. I wonder what he's thinking right now. I really do. Shedeur Sanders coming in to replace Dylan Gabriel.
Hey, there, coach. You're the only one that knows this offense, son.
I got it. Coming into the game, replacing the injured Paul Crew is number 1.
I got it, coach. I got it.
Crew's playing like shit. That's his problem. I'm gonna bring us back. Right 32, flex dive motion. On 1, ready.
And Dylan Gabriel's playing like shit.
Shine, baby.
That's his problem.
Okay, down, set. Ha!
There's the snap, and the ball is bubbled, and the guards recover.
You wish you'd had that popcorn.
Browns fans watching Shedeur Sanders play like shit versus Dillon Gabriel play like shit. You know what's funny? This is legitimately the tale as old as time, which is no quarterback can succeed on the Cleveland Browns. I mean, how many quarterbacks have been on the Browns and actually been good anywhere else? I mean, this place is literally where quarterbacks go to die. No excuses, says Primetime. I mean, shit. When you're a rookie, you don't get to choose. If you're a rookie, and if Cleveland wants Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, what choice do you have? I'm looking here at all of the Browns starting quarterbacks out of all the last years. This is legitimately one of the craziest things I've ever looked at. Baker Mayfield was there for 4 years, and somehow we were convinced that Baker Mayfield was the problem in Cleveland. Jacoby Brissett and Deshaun Watson on the Houston Texans was one of the most electric quarterbacks in the league. He was one of the best quarterbacks in college football when he came out of there. He looked amazing in Houston. Nobody can play in Cleveland. Joe Flacco looked like shit in Cleveland, so they traded him to Cincinnati where he's looked amazing. I mean, they had Jameis Winston. Ladies, one of the greatest quarterbacks of our time, Jameis Winston. The Shedeur Sanders hype trade. Was there ever a Shedeur Sanders hype train? Like, to be, like, actually honest? It's so unfortunate, actually, for Shedeur Sanders that people wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. There is absolutely nothing wrong at all with being the son of a famous NFL player, being a really solid quarterback, a great quarterback at Colorado, which isn't like, you know, Colorado's not historically, this is not Bama, this is not Georgia. There's nothing wrong with being a good college quarterback and getting drafted late in the NFL draft. There's nothing wrong with that. Except the media made it out to be like, this guy was supposed to be round one, fucking pick one because his dad was Deion Sanders. And now when he comes in and plays like shit for the shittiest organization for quarterbacks, we're just gonna keep shitting. It's so annoying what the media can do, dude. Media shoves anybody down your throat, dude, you're gonna start to hate him. Jamar Chase, oh my God. Jamar Chase spits in Jalen Ramsey's face, who is ejected after throwing a punch. This whole story, this could be a video by itself. They're talking shit, and by the way, just gotta say, nobody talks more diabolical shit than Jalen Ramsey. He's gotta be top 3 all time. I don't know who else is in that list. Gotta imagine Richard Sherman's probably up there pretty high. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but I gotta think Jalen Ramsey's top 3 all time. Unfortunately, he very clearly and intentionally spit right on Jalen Ramsey. Well, what are you gonna do if you're Jalen Ramsey? I can't think of something more disrespectful. Outside of pulling your pants down and just pooping on his cleats, I can't think. That was insane. I don't know why I just said that. I can't think of anything more disrespectful than spitting on someone. There's nothing you could even say that's more disrespectful than that, to be honest. That's crazy. So there must have been some serious beef right here, and they're rivals. Okay. Somebody spits on you, you simply have to punch him in the face. In fact, if it's civilian life, they should just make that legal. Someone spits on you, you should be able to punch him in the face. He's basically like, what on earth are you doing? Now, some people might say this was excellent rage bait by Jamar Chase. He got Jalen Ramsey ejected. The Steelers went on to win this game 34-12, and Jamar Chase is suspended. The NFL watched the video in 4K, said, oh yeah, he definitely did it. Jamar Chase is suspended for a game. The NFL fined him $500,000. I've never seen a fine this big. I have never seen a fine this big. In fact, this might be, is this the biggest fine in NFL history? Ah, that's interesting. So, it's a 1-game suspension without pay, and because he's suspended for a game without pay, he loses his game check. And his game check is $448,000. I was kind of wondering, how did they arrive at this number? It's really just saying, you can't play a game and you're not getting paid for the game you're not playing. So what will Jamar Chase be arguing? He'll need to abandon the I didn't spit on nobody claim that he made after the game. Yeah, after the game, they asked him, they're like, Jalen Ramsey said you spit on him. Did that happen? He's like, no, I didn't spit on anybody. And then he just got this fucking 4K footage of him very clearly doing it. Oh, good. See, Ghetto Gronk's on top of it. Here we go.
You were saying that you spit on him? Did you spit on him?
I ain't never opened my mouth to that guy.
I ain't never opened my mouth to that guy. That's an interesting response to someone say, did you spit on him?
What do you think prompted the reaction from him?
Well, you don't like some of the words I told him. We've been going back and forth the whole time, so I'm sure some got under his skin.
It's honestly just weird is what it is, because if you're Jamar Chase and you're super heated in the moment, yeah, you might do something stupid. You might do something really stupid, like spit on somebody. But dude, in today's day and age, you don't think they caught that? I see only two scenarios here. He knew he was fucked and he just didn't want to admit it. Or he was actually so pissed off in the moment that he just like blacked out and didn't remember doing it. Those are the only two options, because this is just such a bad lie that it's just weird. It's just bizarre. Why would you lie about something that's so obviously disputable?
Not spit on him or Lindsay, that's what he's saying.
I ain't spit on nobody.
I ain't spit on nobody. Jamar and Zach Taylor after the game.
Got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me in the fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K?
That ain't me.
That's basically his argument.
Niggas ain't got me in the fucking
That's basically his argument, is like, oh gosh, that's crazy. MM still believes in Tua. I do still believe in Tua. Why would you give up on Tua? Tua is a really good starting quarterback. Worst passer rating in the history of the NFL, by the way. Is that true about Shador? MM's so handsome. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you for the glaze, Wesley. When are we doing a Cleveland Browns jersey retirement? Jamar Chase to Jalen Ramsey with 1,000 cameras pointing right at them.
Come on, Hope. Oh, come on!
Tua Tagovailoa on where in Europe he'd like to play next season. Shoot, it'd be pretty cool to go play in Jerusalem.
Shoot, it'd be pretty cool to go play in Jerusalem. I don't know. That'd be sick.
I don't even know where to start with that. Tua, that is the last place. It's not the last. That's not even Europe. Commanders versus Dolphins in Madrid with draft position on the line.
You're gonna be the losers tonight, all right? I don't think so. There's no way you can lose to us. We're going down. We're gonna get creamed. No, we're gonna get creamed. We'll just see about that. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
I think about this every single time multiple 2-win teams are playing each other. Like when the Browns and the Jets were playing recently, I was like, all right, which one of you is gonna tank harder? I can't wait to see the Tennessee Titans take on... Wait, let me look up the Titans schedule, because I'm gonna think of this meme so much. This is literally gonna be Titans-Browns. Dude, in a couple weeks, this is Titans versus Browns. And a couple weeks after that, it'll be Titans-Saints, dude. We're gonna get creamed. JJ McCarthy when 9 takes over. Dude, getting compared to Jack Doherty is that's gotta be a top 5 worst celebrity lookalike. After that would be Ellen DeGeneres. JJ McCarthy now has 9 turnovers in 5 games this season. It was just so bad. Such a bad turnover right there. Stepping up in the pocket and throwing a laser beam straight into triple coverage. Justin Jefferson's dad signing up for Twitter after another JJ McCarthy stinker. Reminds me of Odell's dad. Didn't Odell's dad say this about Baker Mayfield? Sam Darnold trying to join MVP conversations after throwing 4 interceptions versus the Rams. Sam Darnold, you are not the MVP. But Sam Darnold, you will not hold back my Jackson Smith and Jigba from winning Offensive Player of the Year. Just kidding. Jonathan Taylor still exists, fraud. Dude, actually, so many NFL awards are completely up in the air still. There's very few legitimate frontrunners for any award. The only award that has a legit frontrunner right now is Defensive Rookie of the Year. And that's Carson Schwessinger, the middle linebacker for the Browns. But everything else is up in the air. Like, Jonathan Taylor and Jackson Smith could go to either. NFL MVP could be one of like 4 guys. It could be Josh Allen. It could be Mahomes. It could be Drake May. Probably actually can't be Mahomes anymore. Sam Darnold when he has to play well in a meaningful game.
Seeing ghosts.
He's seeing ghosts out there.
That's not good.
Not what you want to hear from your quarterback. Checking the current playoff picture and realizing the Chiefs are nowhere to be found. They're going to make it, for the record. They're 100% going to make it. Ugh, I knew we were going to get here. Fine, I'll do it. Hey, coach, I think we should take the points here and kick a field.
Bitch, I'd rather die!
I'd rather die!
Come on. It's my fucking kid right there!
Tell him,
I'd be
Dan!
damned if I fell.
That Eagles-Lions game pissed me off so bad. Eagles own the Poverty Lions. Poverty franchise. blaming the NFL because it's rigged. Yelling at the last slide. Your team is fraud and got exposed. Bears? Bears? Where'd you get the fucking Bears out of this shit? Because they're leading the North right now? Oh, you bet your sweet little Chicago fraudulent ass that the Chicago fucking Bears are not winning the North. Congratulations on being able to touch the top of the North for like one single week. Congratulations. What do you want, a cookie? What? You're like the little kid. This is what you are, Chicago Bears fans. You're like the little kid who goes to the Olympic Village and stands on the first place slot and holds a fake gold medal and pretends like you won the Olympics. Because by the time the actual competition's pulling up, by the time the season's over, it's going to be Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions hoisting up that NFC North top spot. It's going to be the Chicago Bears. Shut up. Oh my God. I've been ranting about the PI call for 10 minutes. I'm not even gonna talk about it. It probably won't even come up. The Lions went for it on 4th down 5 times versus the Eagles and went 0 for 5. This one was fucking pitiful. 4th and 1. We can't get a yard? We can't get a push for a yard? I was so pissed off about that one. That one pissed me off more than all of them. Dan Campbell going for it on every 4th down tonight.
Got 20.
Hit me.
Peter, don't.
Hit me.
21.
Hit me.
Peter.
Hit me.
That's 30.
Hit me.
You've got 20.
Okay, here's the thing. I like that he went for it. I'm going to be honest. Every single one of those play calls I thought was the correct play call. Jared Goff has never looked like shit so bad. He looked so bad. Like this, dude, in the National Football League, in a very close game, 4th and 1 from your own 50 with really strong wins, run the ball. It's not Dan Campbell's fault that the O-line can't get a push to save their damn lives. Also, like, for real, the Philadelphia Eagles D-line played so good. Dan Campbell taking over offensive play calling for the Lions.
We're going to run shotgun, double
yeah,
drop,
we do kind of miss Ben Johnson. I won't even lie, though.
6-7 speed option. Let's go.
You know what the weird thing is about Dan Campbell? Like, I am kind of shocked that he has become the play caller. It's always felt to me like Dan Campbell is like the glue guy. Never in my life have I been like, yes, Dan Campbell is a football mastermind. He's amongst the Andy Reids, the Bill Belichicks, the Sean McVays of concocting an offense. I've never once thought that. And I love Dan Campbell. Not every single head coach has to be those guys. I kind of have found it weird that he's been the offensive play caller. I mean, if we had dropped 40 on the Eagles, I wouldn't be saying shit. Dan Campbell, when his 4th down gimmick doesn't work.
Point in adding the right
5
talents
times.
without the right leadership.
We're more than servers. Feel the energy
Never should have done the commercial, Dan. It'll always come back to bite you.
coursing through your veins.
Which is why Applebee's brought in Coach Dan Campbell to take the coveted role of assistant shift manager.
Dude, do you ever think that when these companies come to a player or a player's agent or a coach and they're like, hey, Bo Nix, would you like to do this Raising Cane's commercial? You think Bo Nix is like, yeah, I'll do it, but you have to pay double. You have to pay a premium because the very second I throw an interception, they will be sending me Raising Cane's job applications and memeing the fuck out of this commercial I'm about to do. So you're going to have to pay a small premium to let me be embarrassed on the internet. Jared Goff, when he isn't playing in perfect weather conditions and his O-line doesn't give him 15 seconds to throw. Good God, he looked so bad. I just have to pray that it was a fluke game, and that's it. That's my thought. It was a fluke game, and nothing can be said about it. A.J. Brown commits OPI, but the refs called DPI on the Lions to end the game. Unreal. Oh, come on. Horrible call. Even Chris Glaze Collinsworth said it was a horrible call. That's how you know it was cooked. I don't like the way this is worded, though. He commits it to end the game. I mean, literally it ran the clock down, but even if they hadn't called this, which they never should have, they punt the ball and then Jared Goff throws 5 more incompletions and then the game's over. We weren't scoring on that drive, dude. We looked like shit. That ref wanted to get home. It did look like it was an incredibly piss poor call, though. That shit did piss me off. NFL refs when the Eagles might lose to the Lions. They couldn't risk it. They couldn't risk it. Hey. Dude, I will say, if you have a tinfoil hat and you believe the NFL is rigged, it's genuinely crazy how many calls are just like completely subjective. Like, it's crazy how easy it would be, is what I'm trying to say. No, it's not scripted. You can't force Patrick Mahomes to throw a touchdown. You can't force defenders to miss tackles. If I was a ref and I wanted to rig a game, I'd just call a holding at crucial moments, stall drives by calling a holding, or I'd call a defensive pass interference and just move the offense 40 yards downfield, or I'd call a defensive pass interference on Rock Ya-Sin when it clearly fucking isn't, and then the game's over. And guess what? Nobody can do anything about it. If I'm a referee and I want to rig a game, I can just throw the fucking penalty flag. Nobody can review it. Nobody can challenge me. Nobody can step in and go, hey, that was the worst fucking call ever. One single human being can completely change the trajectory of an entire football game based off of calls that are entirely subjective to them and them alone. And I'm not, listen, I don't even care about this call, bro. Like, I don't have a dog in this fight. Like, I don't even care. Like, this doesn't even matter to me. Like, doesn't even matter, bro. Like, it's just a regular season game, bro. If we see the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs, we're gonna shit on them. The Chiefs in 1-score games, 11-0 to 0-5. Yeah, the Devil Magic didn't wear off. It just transferred its powers to Philadelphia. Why do you think Philly won the Super Bowl, bro? You know what's hilarious? I was at that Super Bowl and I was vehemently cheering on the Philadelphia Eagles and I already hate them now. Look at that shit. That's a legendary ass pick. Just ripping a dart. 6-5 Panthers. Bryce Young, every time America stops believing in him. Tell him, Brycey Poo. Stefanski. Damn. Silver Fox, bro, he's handsome. Kevin Stefanski admits the second half of today's game was Shedeur Sanders' first snaps with the starting offense since he was drafted by the Browns.
We asked you a lot about Shedeur not getting any reps with the starting units. So that was like really his first legitimate snaps reps with the starting offense, correct?
Yes.
Do you think that there was any maybe kind of rust or...
Yeah, I understand the question. I would tell you we do so much work with the quarterback position and the entire team, not just those reps on a practice field. And those are, as we all know, those are tough reps for when you have a young starter as well. But there's so much that we do to supplement that type of thing.
I think the media made a bigger deal out of this than it is. Of course he's not playing starter reps with the starting lineup. He's not the fucking starter. And Stefanski's basically saying, look, I get your question, but these guys work with everybody all the time. We do a bunch of stuff. It's not that big of a deal. Also, if you really want to be ticky-tacky and you want to pull shit out of your ass, Baker Mayfield went from on his ass to leading the Los Angeles Rams to a crucial win. He didn't have any reps with any of those players at all. He had 4 days of reps with the Rams when he resurged his career and won that game on a game-winning drive. Heaved that ball up to Von Jefferson.
Well, he doesn't have, technically, the amount of reps that he has, do you think that makes him rusty?
Kevin Stefanski on the sideline watching Shedeur struggle after literally not preparing him to play all season. I'm not even gonna get started. How could anybody get anybody prepared to play for Cleveland? They had Joe Flacco, then Dylan Gabriel, then Shedeur Sanders. What third-string quarterback is supposed to win a game for your team? We can't all be Jacoby Brissett. Balling out for the Cardinals despite losing. I think he lost every game he started, actually. Justin Herbert having a brother who plays tight end for the Jaguars, who looks and sounds like him, is some crazy-ass Mandela effect shit, because I swear this dude didn't exist last week. Yeah, you know, I am shocked that the media did not shove this guy down our throat. Aren't you shocked that, the little NFL on CBS 18-year-old girl intern didn't make 100,000 shitty posts about this?
Do you know that two brothers played on
I'm shocked.
Or being a part of NFL organization?
He also played at Oregon. I think he was a tight end at Oregon.
Does that register with you at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome.
It is not shocking, though, that his brother looks and sounds just like him, because that is how that works. The Vikings may never recover from Cairo Santos hitting the skull gritty. A lit-ass dance. Game ball. Broncos get away with a clear false start on the game-winning play. By the way, this is the exact thing I was just talking about with referees. If you're a referee and you want to rig a game, call this or don't call it. It's completely up to you whether you do it or not. What a bizarre fail-safe. There is no fail-safe. There is no safety net in the National Football League for referees outright rigging games. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. And nobody can review it or challenge them or... It's so crazy.
You watch these guys. Is someone coming or are they not? He's deciding whether to run.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't a bad false start. That wasn't anything crazy. Should it have been a false start? Yeah. Did they call it? No. Is it rigged? I don't know. But if it is, all I gotta do is call it in whatever favor I need it to go. I don't think it, for the record, I don't know or care if any of these games are rigged. I just think if the NFL actually wanted it to be fair, there should be a very... Oh, I am pissed about that PI call. QB sneak for a gain of 10 yards is the most Jameis Winston thing ever. It really is the most Jameis Winston thing ever. Hey! Hey! That's the tush push they want to take away from us. The 10-yard Jameis Winston tush push. Ref knew what he was doing with that on the scoreboard. Hey! J.J. McCarthy when there's a wide open wide receiver 5. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Why would this ever? What are we doing?
Fire it.
What do you mean fire it? Don't fire it.
Here we go. Lord have mercy.
Ready? She said fire it. Why would you do that? Who allowed this? You could have killed her.
Fire it.
Here we go.
That might be the most banger slide of all time to end off on. This might be one of the best memes of all time. Okay, gentlemen. You're so handsome. I'm so proud of you for waking up today and making the most of the day, whether you're having the best day ever or the worst day ever. I'm so proud of you for getting up and trying. And guess what? You get to do the same shit tomorrow. I'm proud of you. The best NFL memes this holiday season. For the record, I'm so sorry this is late. It's been a rough week for me, but think of it this way. It's like 2 videos for the price of 1. Let's ride. Okay, I gotta start with most recent Eagles-Bears. Oh my God, are the Bears actually legit? For the record, I've always had faith in the Bears, but I never would have said that the Bears were gonna take over my NFC North, my Detroit Lions NFC North. And now Ben Johnson is clapping our... Dude, they're 9-3. We're 7-5. This is not real life. Eagles fans were booing their team after every drive versus the Bears. Literally.
Serenade.
Crazy loud boos, bro.
Gardner Johnson.
Dude, okay, number one. Are the Bears actually this good, or is Philadelphia fraudulent? Philadelphia has kind of been fraudulent all season long, but they just won the Super Bowl. And then they clapped my Lions. Dude, I'll tell you what, the Lions are frauds. They're pissing me right off. Watching the camera cut to pissed off Eagles fans mercilessly booing their own team after every play. Never get sick of it. Never get sick of it. No, don't show me this, bro. Don't show me this. I know it, okay? I know it. As much as I love Dan Campbell, every time they pan over to him holding the play call sheet, all I can think in my head is like, dude, no. Where's Ben Johnson? We'll be just fine. We're still gonna make the playoffs and we're still gonna win the Super Bowl, so it really doesn't matter. Bears are the best in the division? Ben Johnson merchant? Go Pat, go. Shut up. Don't listen to the haters. I love you. Thank you. Okay? Bears on the other. Why is the third slide in live action? illegal advert. Fuck, man. Dude, every time the Lions lose, I literally don't want to go look at Caleb. Like, I don't want to look at Ghetto Gronk shit. I don't want to look at Ghetto Gronk shit. Every single time they lose, I get fucking fried in the Ghetto Gronk shit. And there's a whole nother slide just dedicated to the Chicago Bears. Ben Johnson took his shirt off to earn Chicago residents free hot dogs. Man is literally feeding families. Caleb Jansen. I have so much dementia. Caleb Williams with the claw. Tell him, bear down, baby. Cry, Eagles, cry. Ben Johnson merchant, fuck you, bro. Loves girth. Where does that one come from? Coat for Lions? Shut the fuck up. Most definitely not expecting the last slide. Final slide boss. Casual's gonna... Ooh, you know the last slide's a banger on this one. I'll play it out no matter what. Chicago, since the Bears hired Ben Johnson... Dude, literally though, like is Ben Johnson really him? You know what's so crazy too? At the start of the season, people were calling Ben Johnson a fraud. Because remember the Chicago Bears started this season really weak? Like really weak start of the season. People were clowning on Ben Johnson. It was like, chill. And now what? Thank you for changing my life. I'm literally just Ben Johnson. I'm good, better, best thing all over right now.
You're hungry for more, right? Listen. Let me tell you something. The city of Chicago's hungry too.
Uh-oh. What's he gonna do? Listen, you can say whatever you want. That man turned around the Lions franchise, in addition to a lot of people. But you know what? Damn it, I hate to admit it, he deserved that job. Why would you ever not? It's every coach's dream, for the most part, to be an NFL head coach. That is the top dog status. What was he supposed to stay with Detroit when there's a beautiful head coaching job right there for him? Also, I actually don't get this, but I guess like Ben Johnson took his shirt off to earn Chicago residents free hot dogs. I don't get that. I don't know what that was. Wiener Circle to give out free hot dogs after Bears win. Ben Johnson goes shirtless. Listen, bro, if Ben Johnson shirtless and Caleb Williams are pulling up to Wiener Circle, you bet your ass I'm not going down there without protection. Do you know what I am saying? Do you understand what I am saying? You understand what I'm saying. Which is most likely to win Chicago more free hot dogs? A Bears win, including a defensive or O-line rushing touchdown, a pass to an offensive lineman, or a shirtless Ben Johnson. I mean, I certainly like the odds on shirtless Ben Johnson. Chicago Bears fans right now. Oh shit, you're gonna make me good, better, best. Enjoying Thanksgiving leftovers while watching the Eagles get humiliated at home. It was nice to watch the Eagles lose. It was. Delicioso. Unfortunately, I love Caleb Williams. I can't stop myself from loving Caleb Williams. Another terrible throw by Eagles offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. He needs to go. Patullo, get out of there, man. He doesn't know how to throw. He doesn't know how to throw balls. Okay. I had to make the same excuse last time because it's been insanely windy in some of these games. This game was no different. The wind was horrible. Jalen Hurts looked like shit. He looked so bad. I'm a Jalen Hurts defender, and I gotta say, this was a tough game for me. I've been defending Jalen Hurts and Caleb Williams, so it's hard to know where to go here. Jalen Hurts trying to complete a wide open 5-yard pass. Brutal. Brutal. What is this clip of Russell Westbrook? Why does this clip exist? Is that Russell Westbrook or is that De'Aaron Fox? Is that neither of those guys? That's Russell Westbrook. Eagles fans when Jalen Hurts keeps missing wide open passes. Kevin Patullo did it again. He did it again, huh? The fact that J.J. McCarthy has become the poster child for getting memed on as a bad quarterback, it cycles through so many quarterbacks. It was Nathan Peterman for a long time, and now it's J.J. McCarthy. Eagles, Jalen, we're getting our asses kicked. Do something. It kind of looked like Jalen Hurts, dude. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts when the Eagles need him to complete an easy pass. You know what's so ironic about this game, too, is A.J. Brown had like 10 catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. So the Eagles finally find a way to get the ball to their insanely good wide receiver, and they get embarrassed by Chicago Bears at home. So it's like, wait a minute. Was the plan all along to not throw to A.J.? Realistically, though, like when they did finally throw to A.J. Brown a single coverage, it was like, holy shit, that guy's actually really fucking good at football. Jalen Hurts using Instagram quotes and aura to score points on offense. He has mad aura, bro. Listen, even, you know, I'm not 14 anymore. I'm like 20, 21 years old, something like that. Who knows? Unk's pushing 21 probably. But he has mad aura. A.J. Brown when the Eagles lose, but he had 10 catches, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What the fuck are these clips from? Only Ghetto Gronk, bro. He's the only one who comes up with the good shit. Lions fans watching Ben Johnson leave Detroit for Chicago and lead the Bears to a 9-3 record atop the NFC North. Like, that's what's so crazy about how important coaching is in the National Football League, that even though this Lions team this year should technically be way better because we got Aiden Hutchinson back, we should be way better. We are objectively worse because the play calling on both defense and offense are objectively worse because we lose Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. It's, dude, like, football is literally, I swear to God, football is 80% just like chess. And it's 20% what your players actually do. Ben Johnson seeing Chicago Bears fans celebrate a 9-3 record.
I was gonna do this to this bitch ass nigga, man. This fuck nigga ain't had nothing. This fuck nigga was broke. Oh, ass nigga was broke, man.
My mom threatening to tell Ben Johnson I didn't eat my vegetables.
There's the phone. Phone! I'm walking towards the phone. No! I'm getting closer to the phone.
Ben Johnson, I'm coming to Wiener Circle. I hope Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson are shirtless at Wiener Circle. POV, Bears running backs. Oh my God, Kyle Monangai had over 120. DeAndre Swift had over 120. Why did DeAndre Swift get good at football again? You know, DeAndre Swift used to be a Detroit Lion and he used to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Also, CJ Gardner-Johnson used to play for both of those teams. DeAndre Swift, when he was leaving Philly and leaving Detroit, was looking washed. DeAndre Swift is on the juice or something, bro. He looks so good. Also, Kyle Monangai. 7th round pick, 6th round pick, maybe even a UDFA. Crazy. Also, Ben Johnson, great play caller. Also, Philadelphia, maybe fraudulent. Caleb Williams seeing Ben Johnson rip off his shirt in the locker room.
Know this until after when we interviewed him.
Is this the last slide they were talking?
Not.
This can't be the last slide. My grandpa when he sees Caleb Williams wearing painted nails and earrings on the living room TV. You are gay! Whoa! Holy shit! I thought it was gonna be a regular SpongeBob clip, bro. If that's not the last slide and this other one's not the last slide, then what the hell's the last slide? Also, unfortunately, you're gonna have to witness Caleb Williams hoisting the Lombardi Trophy with the gayest painted nails you've ever seen. You're unfortunately going to have to witness that. So you better get with the program, son. We should have one of me. Whoa! Just like sucking a big cock or something. Whoa! We should have. What? Why did I say that? I did not say this. Caleb Williams seeing Ben Johnson rip off his shirt in the lot.
Just like sucking a big cock or something.
I didn't. Dude, that's crazy. What is that clip from? Because I don't say stuff like that, bro. Oh, time is a flat circle. All these years of Ghetto Gronk giving us infinite content, and now we are the content. Oh, God, I gotta read the comments on this. Casual Love Last, I get it now. She good on my better till I best. you're in the big leagues now. The last slide we've all been waiting for. You're the last slide. I'm glad I didn't see that. I'm glad I didn't see that ahead of time. Jalen Hurts is still top 5. Okay, let's settle the fuck down. Missing the playoffs? I'm not missing shit, bro. Stuffed a turkey, but not Asian baddie. Bro, I'm going to Wiener Circle, dude. I won't buy the new Madden, but gives in because it's the only reason people watch it. Well, listen up, you dumb, stupid fraud. Does this video have anything to do with Madden? Fuck no, it doesn't. And look at you. Ooh, you're rage baiting me, you little shit, and I'm buying into it. The allegations are true? Listen, if you hear an allegation about me, it's true. You want an apology, you're not getting it. Someone said that Lamar turns the ball over like a cartoon character, and now I can't unsee it. Oh, God. This was a wild game. Joe Burrow's back, baby. So at first I thought like Lamar was trying to throw this away to like not get sacked. But when I look back on it, I don't actually know what happened here. These jerseys are sick. I love the all purple Baltimore. Yeah, it does. Maybe he is. It kind of looks like maybe he's trying to throw it over his head just to get rid of it. Very bold strategy. Oh, wow. I didn't see this full game. I didn't realize how bad this was. Lamar Jackson, his last 3 games. 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles lost, and 8 sacks. JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy getting clowned on again. Lamar Jackson on Thanksgiving versus the worst defense in the NFL. No, is that RG3? The Ravens trying to make a comeback versus Joe Burrow. It's not gonna happen.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Oh, you're thirsty for more. Turkey's seeing the Ravens get cooked on Thanksgiving.
Oh, fucking flow!
Oh. Word for word, bar for bar. An all-time chaotic post-game interview.
Hey, Jamar, turn around to the cameras. How is it?
She's like this motherfucker, bro.
Ain't that bad.
Come in here. Were you playing for that turkey leg?
Every single person on the team's like, bro, please don't ask me a question.
I just... I don't know.
What the fuck?
We need some water.
I started eating too soon.
Hey! Dude went back to his locker, hit the Benjamin so fucking hard, came back out, and was like, oh shit, there's turkey. And then he realized there was cameras and microphones, and then it wasn't nearly as fun. Isaiah Likely at the goal line. That was crazy. That was just a low-light game for Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, TD bettors trying to feed their families this Thanksgiving. Gotta respect Joe Burrow's unwavering commitment to dressing like a lesbian. Usually I like to defend these because a lot of times I look at like these NFL players drip and I think it's so fire, and then I look at the comments and they're shitting on them. I agree here, unfortunately. This is ass. Listen, as the president of the Femboy Crackers Association, oh, that never works. That never works. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I crack femboys. I'm not saying that I'm a femboy. Cracker, the verb, not cracker, the noun. I have dug this hole so deep that there's virtually no getting out of it. The only way I get out of this hole is if my editor does not put this in. And you know what, Dime? We're just gonna take the L on this. What have I said? What have I just said to the camp? What have I just put on the internet, bro? Digital footprint and shit. As the president of the Femboy, I'm having an existential crisis. I'm going to church tomorrow, bro. When Grandpa starts questioning Joe Burrow's impact at the Thanksgiving table, so I got to explain what aura is. Tell him. Tell Grandpa. It's hard to quantify aura, for the record. It's just not easy. My grandpa's seeing the Bengals defense spike Lamar's head through the turf on Thanksgiving.
Black.
50 in-bombs.
Okay, he's black. Who gives a shit?
This is one of my favorite Dana White. This is one of my favorite Dana White clips of all time. The interviewer's like, I don't remember who he's talking about, but he's like, Dana, this guy said the N-word a bunch of times. Like, is that okay? And Dana's like, he's black. Who gives a fuck? Kansas City fans realizing they may not make the playoffs this season. Yeah, dude, they're 6-6.
Like, sucks. You can do this.
Detroit's coaching staff on the sideline every fourth down after failing it on their last 7 attempts. Okay.
You thinking what I'm thinking? Definitely. Good work, right? Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, this is an ad. Oh, fuck yeah. Ghetto Gronk. Ghetto Gronk, you savage. It's a pretty damn good ad, Ghetto Gronk. I didn't even see it. cooked by Quavo. Okay, bro. Cincinnati's defense getting ready to force another turnover in Baltimore.
Their prey, never moving, just waiting. And then when a prey comes, snatch and grab.
Every single meme is a clip from the movie. This is genius.
I think he checked his balls. He did.
Ghetto Gronk's the GOAT, bro. Jordan Love every time he plays on Thanksgiving. Bro, I don't want to watch this.
No.
I don't want to watch this, bro. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie though. When it was right here, 31-24, 4th and 3, this play was crazy. Like I'm gonna play Glazer tag a little bit. I'm gonna go down to Zab Zone and play Glazer tag. Cause just hold on for a second. He's got Alan McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson mowing down on him, bro. He is not even remotely stepping into the throw. This is straight up off his back foot, no hip rotation at all. Literally just chucking, and he chucked that shit like 30 yards like that. 30 yards like that on the fucking money. Brian Branch is all over his ass. Great defense. Swipes the hand through. And Dobbs still caught that shit. Or Dontavius Wicks. Or whoever, dude, he lost a fucking shoe on that. When that shit happened, I was like, fine, I'll take my L. Matt LaFleur walking around Detroit today.
Yeah, in the heart of America, stolen from Africa. Fellow soldier.
Coach, we haven't been converting 4th downs. I think we should kick a field goal. I'd rather die!
Come on, Aiden, come on. It's my fucking kid right.
Hey, you know what? Ghetto Gronk, just hang on to this clip because every fucking week you're going to be able to use it. It's so frustrating. You know who I feel like? You know what team I actually feel like? And this is not a joke. I feel like the Cincinnati Bengals. Because I feel like the Cincinnati Bengals, there's that 3-year stretch where they were actually really, really good. And then they made the Super Bowl and they lost. And they've always just fallen a little bit short. And I hate to feel that way, but it feels like that's where we're set up for. It feels like we're set up. We just had the last 3 years were great. Maybe we'll have an okay year here. Maybe a couple of okay years for the next few. But are we ever going to... I want it delusionally. It's a scary spot to be in. 7-5, losing games that we shouldn't be losing. No bueno. Matt LaFleur snatching Dan Campbell's 4th down gimmick chain. I'm too white to understand the context of this clip, but I have to imagine something has occurred there. Detroit going from Jack Harlow's low-budget halftime show to Jack White and Eminem is the biggest low. Yeah, I remember this one. Oh, man. I don't know who signed off on this. You know what's funny is Eminem is Detroit's Taylor Swift. It's a much smaller scale and people universally like him better, especially in Detroit. But dude, every Lions game you go to, they milk that shit. They got a camera dedicated to Marshall Mathers and they pan to his ass every chance they get. And I'm not hating because I love Eminem. I love his music and he is truly a Detroit staple, but it is funny, like, because he is our Taylor Swift. They are gonna milk this man until he has passed away. Rest in peace. They're gonna milk the shit. Eminem's got those juicy Detroit udders. The tradition has returned.
Oh, crap. Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
Unfortunately. The Lions got screwed by the refs on this 4th down after they said Matt LaFleur called a timeout before their penalty. Packers scored the very next play. Listen, if you're a Detroit fan, you're no stranger to getting absolutely bent the fuck over by the refs, because the last thing the NFL wants is fucking Detroit going to the Super Bowl. I mean, come on.
And the Packers moved.
Prior to the false start, Green Bay called its first charge timeout of the half.
I literally said this last video, and let me be clear about something before random fucking Packers fans start bitching to imaginary people with imaginary thoughts. I don't really care that this occurred because we were going to lose that game anyway. I don't think that this was a pinnacle moment. I think the Lions fucking lost and we should have stepped up and played a better game. That's how I feel about the game in its entirety. But this is the same thing I said last week. Why is it that NFL referees can make a call that is blatantly incorrect and there is no way to correct it? How the fuck is that the case? Let's watch this, okay? Here's Matt LaFleur about to call a timeout.
There he is right there. Timeout.
He did not get it.
Here's your false start. So obvious. Actually, this angle's kind of horrible because it's chopped by Instagram. Let me find a better angle because it's so obvious. So here it is. Matt LaFleur avoids the false start on 4th and 1 by calling timeout before the penalty. Let's see him call a timeout before the penalty. That is a false start right there. He literally just moved. Look at this. Matt LaFleur doesn't even have his hands up to call the timeout yet. He's not even in position to call the timeout. Oh, I might have to move this a little bit. Here's Matt LaFleur, right? You see Matt LaFleur. Here's the false start about to occur. Alrighty. False start has very clearly occurred. He's entirely rocked off his foot and onto his back foot. Matt LaFleur's hands aren't even up yet. Everybody's already moved. Everybody's already like, oh shit, the play's dead. All the refs have blown their whistle to blow the play dead. And then Matt LaFleur gets his timeout in. Clear as day, anybody with a brain and 2 eyes can see that that's a false start, not a timeout. And I'll watch it back just in case you're delusional, just in case you're an idiot. I'll let you watch it in full time. Okay, false start. Everybody reacts to false start, timeout. So, no, I don't think the Lions got screwed. I think the Lions lose anyway. I wish we could play a more fair game. Very simple point is why the fuck can refs do that? Why the fuck can you blatantly mess something up so bad that everybody can see and there's nothing we can do about it? Why can't the refs just go look at the monitor and go, no, clearly it's a false start. Let's call the false start. Why are we living in magical la la land where refs can just make shit up and we all just go along with it? It was no different than the A.J. Brown defensive pass interference last week, where that was the weakest, most bullshit play call ever, and no one can go on the monitor and be like, oh yeah, actually, what a horrible call. It's just so weird. This is the only professional sport where you're allowed to do this. Matt LaFleur, when asked if the refs made the right call on the controversial timeout.
All right. What do you think, Pete? Yeah, I was calling timeout.
He knows he got away with one. Listen, we all like when our team gets away with one, and I'm not even... You know, when my Lions get away with one, when my Lions get a favorable play call, you know, of course it excites me. It's different when it's something that's like 50-50. If it's 50-50, whether it's a holding or a defensive, offensive pass interference, okay, I guess you kind of need a human to make an objective call there. But when it's not, this isn't objective. This isn't a 50-50. It's blatantly fucked up. It's so wrong. It's so obviously wrong. This motherfucker false started. Everybody reacted. And then he calls the timeout. Yes, I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed that the refs get to do this every week. It also sucks that it's my Lions, but it just sucks. Sorry, not sorry. Catch the damn ball. Tom Brady didn't hold back on these kids.
We did this week 2. We were in Kansas City. We had you throw to some kids. Here's a look. Remember
let
when
me
you
see.
did this little 8-year-old kid? You fired it at him.
Hey, I'm sorry, not
Fired it at him, bro. Catch the ball. Of course he's in a Kelsey jersey shit.
sorry. Catch the damn ball.
Yeah, you got to get your mitts ready if Tom Brady's throwing you the rock. Tom Brady on his way to call Thanksgiving games because he has no family left. Why are we cooking Tom like that, bro? Why are we cooking Tom like that? Bro, do you guys remember the McGregor era? You remember when the Notorious was on top of the world? That was a great, great, great time. All right, boys. Wow, this might have been, dude, this might have been one of the best collection of memes of the year. This might have been my favorite. And I am a little biased because I'm in one of them, but you know, this is kind of a banger. All right, boys, you're so handsome. I love you, etc. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.